Shalom.
Shalom.
And all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakudash.
and double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sister brothers, teaching the truth and sincerity. Lesson just going into like stand on our watch, not get caught lacking by Yahweh Shai. Because at the end of the day, the elect will not get caught lacking because the elect has the Holy Spirit, and within that concept, you have what the ability to spiritually watch at all times. All right, go ahead, bro.
Book of Matthew, chapter 25, starting in verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Right. So when you go into it, like who is the bridegroom? Yahweh Shah is the bridegroom, right? Who is the bride? The nation of Israel, beginning with the elect. Okay, now read that again, bro.
Back in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Right, now, Allah. Look in the Greek for virgins. Why was these individuals called virgins? All right, let's go into the Greek. Why? The question is, why were these individuals, these prophets, called virgins? Matthew 25 and verse 1. Go ahead, bro.
Virgins, a marriageable maiden, a woman who have never had sexual intercourse with a man, one's marriageable daughter,
Right.
a man who has abstained from all uncleanliness and whoredom, adultery and idolatry, and so has kept the chastity.
And that's the reason why these prophets were called virgins from a spiritual perspective, from a spiritual sense. Again, states a man who has abstained from all uncleanness and whoredom, attended on idolatry, and so has kept his chastity. Now get John 3 and 3, bro. John 3 and 3. Because going through the process of being born again, you have from a spiritual sense, you're spiritually clean. That's what that is going to. But that process is initiated by the prophet being born again, as well as you. Go ahead, bro. John 3 and 3.
All right, this is the book of John, chapter 3, verse 3. Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High.
Right? And that's the process. Now, that explains what? The definition the brother brought out. So this is what makes the prophets basically virgins, because after the process of being born again, the prophets are no longer delving into other philosophies, right? Now, go back to Matthew 1 and 25 and verse 1.
Back in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Go ahead.
And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish.
Now, 5 of these virgins, 5 of these prophets were considered wise, and 5 were foolish. Now, get foolish in the Greek. Because when you go into Matthew 25 and verse 2, it tells you for wise, a person that is aware of one's interest. So what is our interest? Salvation. According to Yahweh Shai, being about our Father's business. Now that is what makes us wise. That is what makes the 5 virgins wise in this parable. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 41. Watch and pray. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation.
Right.
The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
And that's the main point. We have to watch and pray. So if we're watching by default, Yahweh Shai is not going to catch us lacking. Okay? If we're watching, Yahweh Shai is not going to catch us lacking. Go ahead, bro.
This is foolish in the Greek.
Right.
Moras. Foolish, impious, godless.
Right. Read that again.
The definition of Strong's in the Greek is for foolish, is foolish, impious, godless.
Now, when you go into the Thayer's Greek lexicon, and when you explore further, it tells you because such a man neglects and despises what relates to salvation. Meaning what? What made these individuals foolish, they wasn't on their watch, right? They didn't continue to grow in this thing, right? That is what makes them foolish. Compare that and contrast that to the wise. Read that again, bro. Yeah, that's on the street. Yep, going to. Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 24 and 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would have not suffered his house to be broken up.
And that's what it's all about, watching. Being a, because when you go into that term watchman in the Hebrew, it's synonymous with what? A prophet. So a prophet is going to always watch as well as the rest of your elect. Okay, period. Go ahead, bro.
Esau, hey, he's that thief.
Yo,
You know?
that's right.
Like you always go into having spiritual awareness, because one thing about it, you can tell like when Jake's scoping you out. Like niggas scoping, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
When you leave for work, this nigga up, you know, you come back, he there, like, fuck this nigga, you know?
Yeah.
But that's how you gotta watch Esau.
Yeah.
Esau watching the house.
That's it.
He watching the ministry to see, okay, when is gonna be the best time to break in, you know? But if you constantly on your watch, all right, it make it hard for him, man.
That's it.
why he just gonna have to try to use force, you know?
Go ahead, bro.
First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1.
Hey, hold it. I want that too. I got you. Got you. Go ahead, bro.
Back in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 2.
Right.
And 5 of them were wise,
Right.
and 5 were foolish.
Right. Continue.
They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
Right. So when you investigate lamps in the Greek, it goes into a flame of which is sped with oil. So what is the flame? Our spirit. What is the oil? Yahweh Shah. So basically we have to feed our spirit with Yahweh Shah. So that lamp is what? Us going into what? Our spirit, and we have to keep that oil within us, which is Yahweh Shah. That makes sense? Okay, you have something you want to say?
Nah,
All right.
I do.
Go ahead, bro.
You gotta keep, like, when you put oil in it, you gotta make sure it's clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's anything. When you put new oil in your car, you gotta get rid of that old, gunky, dirty oil.
That's right.
And you know, most I deal with vibrations, man. We gotta be careful when we put it into our temple, so your Howard shot can enter into our temple.
That's right.
You know, that lifestyle is important, man.
That's right.
What you listen to, what you eat, what you watch. You know, that's like oil also.
That's right.
Like dirty oil, it can't, you know, you gotta make sure your temple is clean so your Howard shot can, you know, smoothly enter into your temple.
That's it.
So, because really, your house shot want to be comfortable. You know, like we don't want to have your house shot uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, you in the strip club 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Like your house shot, what you doing? Man?
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot to talk about, man. You
Yeah.
know, but like you say, yeah, you gotta set up that environment so your house shot want to dwell, man.
That's it.
And if you ever wonder why, you know, you read it in your mind out there, in one breath you might not be balancing yourself, but in another breath, you got dirty oil in you, spiritually.
That's right.
You gotta go in there, cleanse and detox and be aware of your regimen. Be aware of what you've been putting in your temple all day. Spiritually, sonically, visually. So once you go a while, you know, making sure that you're checking your vibration, so to speak. Now the spirit of Yahweh Shaka, like you said, easily sitting there, man. Now you absorbing the word.
Well, if you finna move into an apartment, man, and you go and looking at it, you got buckets and bags of trash, old linen laying around, buckets and like you say, mops and trash cans and just shit all around. Roads walking around wondering what you're doing there. You know, you're not gonna be like excited to move into that house. So why would your house shop want to move into your soul, your spirit, dwell with you when you still full of filth? You still got your mind, you know what I'm saying, really obligated to the world, man. That's your thing you want to do is still be worldly, man. The Lord is not trying to dwell in that, man.
Right.
And as you say, you know, you have to be aware of in all these things. Just like when the Most High sent out his men, you know, some drank that water, some, you know, had their eyes to the ground, but some, you know, they had their eyes on the prize. And the other ones sit back because they was on their watch. They
were circumspect.
They were circumspect.
Yeah. Hey, that's why the Lord said when you come to this thing, you got to be as a babe, man. Because a babe is the purest form of the human when they come into this earth, man.
Right.
You know, so that's the cleanest, in the most accessible place that the Lord want to dwell in, because now he has a mold. He can go ahead and start building up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you got a nigga in the world who's just completely filthy and he's constantly fighting against the spirit because he's a part of the world, man, that's not a good dwelling place.
A worldly energy feels good to the flesh.
Exactly. That's right.
I don't know if it was that movie. It came out in 2012. It's about like basically the world flooded again. It was called 2012. Yeah. But the Moabite guy was like, you must first empty your cup. You gotta empty your cup.
Yeah.
You must first empty your cup. Yeah, empty your cup. Yeah, your house. You don't wanna get a cup and it's a dirty cup. You didn't wash it out. You gonna put clean water and you wanna offer it to somebody.
Right.
You know how I wanna drink that?
I mean, point. It was a movie I like called Forbidden Kingdom. A movie with Jet Li and Jackie Chan. This is dude who supposedly went back to the past and learned all this. He was like, I know all these moves, right? Jackie Chan was pouring the water, right? You know all this stuff, but you ain't willing to relearn. You ain't willing to relearn. You gotta empty your cup. You gotta empty your cup. Become as a child, you know, and start to learn the foundation, the building blocks.
Can't be that old bottle. Can't tell you nothing. You know everything. You know you ain't willing to humble yourself. The scripture says you can't put new wine in old bottles. Man. So it's not gonna happen, man. How did the Lord gonna refresh your spirit when you just set on being an old raggedy nigga, man?
Right? Go back to that scripture, Matthew 25 and verse 4.
Back in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 4. Matthew 25, verse 4. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamp.
Right, and that's the point. Now, get what you got, bro.
And it's Psalm 119 and 105. None thy word is the lamp unto my feet.
Read that again. Sorry, again.
This Psalm 119 and 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet,
Right.
and a light unto my path.
Right, so Yahushua is the word, right? And so what did the scripture state in Psalm 40 and 7? Yahushua stated that I came in what? The volume of the book. And then in the book of John, it tells you how the word became what? Flesh. Right? No, so like how the flesh, yeah, how the word became flesh. So Yahushua is what? The word. So basically, going back to Matthew 25 and verse 4, our spirit is what? That lamp. The oil is Yahushua, and we must put Yahushua inside of us, right? And therefore, we won't become lacking. And that is, again, what makes the foolish virgins foolish compared to the wise virgins, right? Now keep going, bro.
Back in Matthew 25, verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept.
While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. Going into what? From 1969 all the way up until now. Now we've been activated via the Holy Spirit. Now get Hebrews 10 and 12.
It's Hebrews chapter 10, verse 12. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for his sins,
Going into what? The crucifixion. The account of the crucifixion. Go ahead.
forever sat down on the right hand of the Most High.
So presently, Yahushua is at the right hand of the Most High. And look, at one point in time, what the world did not have this truth. Beginning in 1969 to this present time, now we have this truth. Okay, keep going, bro.
From
No,
his,
that's it on this.
Back in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 6. And at midnight, there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him.
Read that again, bro.
Back in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 6. And at midnight, there was a cry made.
And guess what? We're in midnight now. Okay, and midnight is symbolic right now. Okay, and when you look up the term midnight, according to Wikipedia, it talks about midnight is the transition time from one day to the next. Right? Again, is the transition time from one day going into the end of Esau's rulership to the next, the beginning of Yahushua's rulership. So right now, this is midnight. okay, be done before the kingdom of Yahushua or the kingdom of Israel. You got something? Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit,
That's right.
the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Again, midnight is the transition or translation from one day to the next. And the priest just brought it up. Keep going. You have something you want to bring up, bro? Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof.
One to what? The midnight, the time frame we're in right now. Go ahead.
And the patience in the spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
You want to add, bro?
No, but that was the basically the point. Better is the end of this rulership, man. That's going into the transition of a righteous rulership. Because Esau's rulership has been nothing but implementation of death, destruction, and worthless effects when it comes to the earth, man. It prospers life, not at all, man. But we transition to the righteous rulership of Yahushua, which is going to bring forth what? Life, longevity, man, and everlasting life as far as the nation of Israel.
That's right.
It's dark. At midnight, that's the darkest time of night.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
We
right.
live in the darkest time of
That's right.
existence.
That's right, bro.
Well, people can't even tell you what a woman is.
That's right.
Okay? People don't know gender roles.
Right from wrong.
You know, it's like it's complete darkness. Like the things that nature tell you plainly, people can't even explain, man. You know, I was dropping a guy off. You know, he would say he coached principals and teachers, and he'd be all over the country, California, New Orleans. He was down here in Jackson. I think he was at People's Middle School, and he said that he did an experiment, and he told the students, okay, look, y'all can go ahead, y'all talk to each other. You know how back in the day we get in trouble for talking?
Yeah.
He said that children didn't even know how to interact with each other. He like something foreign to him. He said they didn't even, it was some kids that didn't even know the kid's name in their classroom.
No social skills.
No social
No
skills.
social skills.
You know what I'm saying? Like he said, social interaction has diminished so much. You know, he
Yeah.
like that it was strange to them to have human
contact.
Yeah, so that midnight. Let's go into that midnight.
That's it.
That's how dark it is.
That's
man.
it, bro. Beautiful. Beautiful. You got something, bro?
At this second Ezra 4:28,
Right.
will ask concerning these things whereof thou askest me, and I tell thee, even some, but the destruction there is not yet come. Verse 29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down,
So we had to get to this point. We had to go through the rulership of Esau, get to the midnight point. Right? Go ahead.
if the place where the evil sown has not away, then cannot come that it is sown with good.
So Esau's kingdom had to exist and end prior to the kingdom of Yahushua, or the kingdom of Israel.
You gotta go down.
Yeah, they have to go down. Right? And they had to be exercised or played out to its entirety. Go ahead, bro.
I'm
Oh,
telling
you
you,
want to say
I'm gonna say
that?
this, if you don't go down, Esau wanna rule. If we wanna rule, we're gonna continue bump head. That's all it really gonna be. They wanna rule, we gonna rule. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? That's not happening at all. When you all put his people on top, that's it. Esau had his time to rule. You fucked the world. You did the most horrible job in ever. Probably so.
Most resources.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those resources.
Yeah, you did a steady job, man. You the most sorry. You just sorry to be honest with you, bro. That's all I gotta say,
Yeah,
man.
no, yeah, you're right.
You just sorry.
The Most High let you rent out his Airbnb and he brought it down to crap, man.
Mhm.
500 years, huh?
Trapped it out.
You trapped it out, man.
Brought the property value down.
Extremely down.
You know what I'm saying?
We on the company board giving out the horrible ratings.
That's right, you ain't lying. Yeah, we're a better business bureau.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bring your equipment on.
Just back on Christian Cosmo said this Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. I return and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift.
Under the sun is what? Earth. Also identified as a place of judgment.
nor the battle to the strong,
Right.
neither yet bread to the wise,
Right.
nor yet riches to men of understanding,
Right.
nor yet favor to men of skill.
Right.
This is the point. But time and chance happened to them all.
So Esau, as well as these other nations, had a time frame to rule. And Esau has been getting busy as the pagan Roman Empire, this current kingdom, and also what? As the fucking Greeks. All right? So there's no, I mean, Esau cannot say anything bad about, I wish I had a chance. Because you really had 3 times to rule. As the Greeks going into the pagan Roman Empire, and now, right? Hey, another thing me and Shapone talked about this week, you know, how you know that Esau's dad was actually a J. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you go through Flowwood, what do you see? You see Popeyes, you see Bojangles, and all that shit. Esau eat chicken just like
Yeah,
niggas.
I noticed at the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they didn't even know all of us walk in. They was too busy eating chicken,
So you
man.
can tell our father was Isaac.
They like chicken and watermelon.
They like chicken and watermelon. You eat watermelon too.
Yeah.
You a nigga too.
You a nigga too. But he just like me.
Soul food, they all over.
Yeah,
And
man.
Pop said, hey, this one light skin. I'm Joshua. But you still got your dad is still a Jake, man.
Yeah. That's why you like that chicken. You ain't like Elder because I say you nigga.
Yeah.
All right, man. Go ahead, bro.
All right, back in the book of Matthew, chapter 5. So like chapter 25, verse 6. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their
And
lamps.
that's what it's all about, taking your house shot wherever we go. So we went on a trip together. Guess what? We're going to take the scriptures with us, right? We're gonna bring a vessel, and we're going to have that oil in that vessel, right? Because we take the scriptures, or we do what's pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shah, because it's that same spirit given to us. And again, that's how you know that you have the wise virgins as well as the foolish virgins. Now read that again, bro.
Back in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 7. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps.
Now you can look at trim as in a spiritual format of actually what you call it, examining yourself. All right, when you examine yourself, that means what? Hey, you scrutinize yourself all the way down to the bottom of your last toe. Right. Now, when you go into that term trim, and I don't know if y'all know anything about having a candle, and you know, of course, a candle has a wick. Now, according to my Google search, it states a poorly trimmed wick creates a flame which is dim and smoky. A properly trimmed wick should come to a rounded point or should be wedge shaped. When lit, the wick should burn cleanly all the way up to the highest flame it can make. So from a spiritual sense, we do what? We examine ourselves. And even if you got a candle at home, they start cutting that wick down. Because once that wick is cut down, what's going to happen? When lit, the wick shall burn cleanly all the way up to the highest flame it can possibly make. Okay? Read that again. And also symbolic for trim, it means what? Hey, you're cutting on your lamp. So these 5 virgins, hey, when they seen the day of Yahushua coming, hey, they got prepared. They started getting that oil, putting that oil inside that lamp. They trimmed that damn lamp so they can go outside to meet Yahushua. But guess what? The foolish virgins couldn't do that because they didn't have no oil. They didn't have no oil. Go
So
ahead.
they would have like when you go into the customs, bridegroom come to the house of his wife, and the bride maids follow the wife with the bridegroom. They would actually go into the streets, they would have like a, what they call it, procession, like a second line type. Yeah, the bride would go get the bride, and the bridemaid would follow them to where they were going to have the consummation. It was like a feast. It was like a procession, like a second line. So like I said, you had to be out at night. So when he come, he ain't gonna wait for you to trim. He gonna leave them hoes like that. We going. Yeah.
They scrambling looking for some oil. Man, empty. Let me go find some oil and fill it up now.
That's it.
There you go. Go back to
Hey, the water priest. Go ahead, bro.
All right, back in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, started back in verse 26. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him.
Right, so we're crying right now in the format of teaching and preaching. Go ahead.
Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps.
Go ahead.
And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
So these foolish virgins got caught slipping. They got caught lacking by Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Verse 9, but the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves.
So the wise is basically telling the foolish virgins, look, you got to figure this thing out for yourself. Go ahead.
And that's so like, now I'm gonna say that's gonna be like the famine of the word, man. People gonna be trying to come around and get the word, want to know what to do,
right.
what's going on, how we need to call on Yahweh Shem outside. But we have nothing less for you. This is the time to get it, the cool of the day. Okay, midnight ain't struck just yet, as far as getting this word. Even we're in the dark times, no doubt, but it's still time to get this word, man.
And the bridegroom is Yahweh Shai coming back.
That's it.
And his coming is going to be the chaos and the trouble. You know, Jacob's trouble is going to be a sign that Yahweh Shai is getting closer. And the light is his word that it's going to be in us, and we're going to be able to follow Yahweh Shai. Right. You see, if you don't have this light, like IUIC members, you're not going to know what to do when the MOTP come out.
That's right.
Your oil, you ain't got no oil.
So you can't see it.
They ain't got no oil.
You can't see it.
You don't know what to do with martial law when they say, well, we're going to kill you. You don't know what to do.
That's right.
You ain't got the light.
That's right.
Like, it's going to be in us, and we're going to be pilgrims on the earth. We ain't going to have time, pull precepts, go into what charisma means. We did that.
Right.
You know, the Spirit had that. We did that.
We did that at midnight.
Yeah.
We did that at midnight. And just to back the priest up, hey, this is on Matthew 9:15. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, can the sons of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken from them, then shall they fast. So Yahweh Shai in a parabolic format is telling you, I am that bridegroom, and the nation of Israel is the bride, beginning with the elect of Israel. Now go back, man.
All right, back in the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 9. But the wise answer, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went with him to the marriage, and the door was shut.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
Hold up. But that's just like we say, depart from me, you work of iniquity, I have not known thee.
Right.
You steady being wicked. You're not repenting. You're not hearkening to the prophets, man, who deliver the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So, hey, the Lord is telling you, man, it's going to come that time when you going to, Jake always late too, man. So you waiting to the end of it all, man, when the door's going to be shut, the famine of the word is going to come, and then you're going to want answers. Then you're going to want help. Then you're going to want to call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But your window of opportunity done shut. All right, back in the scriptures, Matthew 25, verse 12. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh.
So Yahweh Shai is giving you the cheat code. What he's saying is, if you don't want to be caught lacking by me, just watch. But you have to be predestined with the Holy Spirit in order to always watch. Right? Now get what you got. Bro.
Hey, what was it? It was that all have probably heard about it in school. It was the grasshopper and the ant. The ant was building up for the winter to come. He was working and stacking up food and everything. But I think it was the grasshopper. So like if I'm wrong, but it was another animal insect that was just playing, just having fun, kicking it, fucking off. But then when the winter comes, the grasshopper wanted to ask the ant for a little food, for the winter and everything, man. But he wasn't finna share. You know, you've been seeing me pushing this food, taking it to my destination, my home, while you laughing, kicking, and having fun. But now shit done got real. Now winter's here. You ain't got no food stored. So now you want to come to me. But it's the same thing with the men of the Lord. We're out here. We're doing the work, man. We're laboring in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, blowing the trumpet, man, warning the people. Where you got the opportunity to get this truth, man, to get understanding, repent, and turn from your wicked ways, man. So when the Lord shut the doors, man, when he take these prophets off the street, then you don't have nobody but yourself to blame, man. Right. So don't be trying to run to the prophets. Your family members gonna be trying to call you up and everything, but still it's gonna be a no-go, man. Because that opportunity, that window of opportunity is gonna be closed, man. We're gonna have our own things we gotta focus on and deal with, man.
If I may add too, because like you were going into with the oil, and the 5 virgins that's wise, 5 that's foolish, the 5 virgins that's wise, they going through different scenarios and situations and learning how to make wise decisions in difficult situations. So when Jacob's trouble comes, it won't be nothing new to them. But the 5 foolish virgins, our people, they like to play around. They've been messing around this whole time. So when Jacob's trouble comes, you already had a lifetime of bad decisions, unwise decisions. So in that time to come, you're going to continue on making unwise decisions because you wasn't fully prepared for difficult situations. While the Lord brings us through these difficult situations, so when the time of Jacob's trouble comes, we know how to move like how Shah moves in his difficult situation.
That's it. That's the point. Go ahead, bro.
First
no, you have one. You have one? Okay, go ahead, bro.
It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so come as a thief in the night.
And that's the point. Hey, Yahushua, Salaki, hey, Paul is basically saying for yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahushua will come as a thief in the night. A thief's goal is to what? Catch you lacking, catch you slipping, to take your possessions when you're least expected. Right? Now, since you said that, bro, because we're going to use the same precepts in order to answer how not to get caught lacking. Now go to Revelation 16 and 15.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief.
Now, that's it. So Yahushua said again, behold, I come as a thief. Right? Read that again. Just read that part on. Right?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief.
All right, now jump to Revelation 3 and 3.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 3. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast, and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee.
Now, all right, stop right there. Now jump to 2 Peter 3 and 10. Because these same precepts is also Yahushua has given us what? A cheat code and what to do in order not to get caught lacking. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in thee which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And what's going to cause that fervent heat? Nuclear activity, nuclear missiles. Go ahead, bro.
With fervent heat, the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
For America, meaning everything that is located in America will be utterly destroyed. Now, so what do we need to do in order to prevent Yahushua from catching us lacking? Go back to your initial precept, bro.
It's 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1.
Right.
But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Continue.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so come as a thief in the night.
Comes as a thief in the night. Go ahead. Keep going, bro.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, as travail come upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Continue.
But yet, brethren, but ye, brother, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief.
So when you say that, bro, you can actually say that these are the wise virgins, right? Because these brothers right here have what spiritual awareness due to the Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness.
So you cannot call us the foolish virgins because what? We're the children of the light, the sons of the light. Go ahead.
Therefore, let us not sleep,
Right.
as do others.
That's what these foolish virgins were doing. They were sleeping, and that's the reason why they got caught lacking. They didn't have no oil for their vessels. Go ahead.
But let us watch and be sober.
What? Let us what?
Watch and be sober.
And that's the point. If a person is watching, if a prophet is watching, if a man is watching, if that woman is watching, then Yahweh Shah is not going to catch you lacking. That's it. The key point is watching. Watching. Let me look up watch in the Greek.
That's why the scripture be going to watchmen, stand on your watch, on the tower. Because that's how, in the days of old, man, these kingdoms, man, they always had the walls built around the city, and they would have watchmen on them high towers, man, so they can see if what's coming from afar off, enemies or any kind of troubles, man. So as prophets, that's what we're doing. We're warning the people. We're telling you what's about to happen before they happen, man, through the Spirit. So that's us standing on the tower, man, because the Lord have given us the Spirit to be able to read these scriptures, start our apostle elders on down, break them down, and get understanding, man, and deliver that message to the people, man.
That's right.
And that's that warning. That's that warning. We're telling you before it happens so you can prepare yourself by way what? Repenting, okay? Humbling yourself, turn from the ways of wickedness, man, from the ways of predominantly of this West. So if you're not going to listen, if watchmen are not on the tower, that city is going to be seized 9 times out of 10, man, because they're going to get crept up on. That's that thief in the night. Okay? So that's why we're trying to enlighten people through the Spirit of Yahweh what's coming. So if you don't hearken, that way the blood is off our hands, and the judgment that come upon you is going to be justified.
And to back you up for that term watch, according to the Greek, Gregorian. Hold on, let me see. Gregorian. All right. But anyway, it states an outline of biblical usage. So watch, give strict attention to, be cautious, be active. So we have to be cautious in the truth. We have to give our attention. You want to say something?
Yeah, it said, read them again.
Hey, to watch, give strict attention to.
That one, strict attention to. If you get distracted, you're not watching. If you get distracted, you're not watching. You can't be on that high tower, bird watching when you're supposed to be looking for enemies.
That's right.
You'll be taken.
That's right. To be active. To take heed unless through remission and indolence, some destructive calamity suddenly overtake you. Now what's this calamity? Hey, the day of Yahweh Shah spoken of in Amos 5 and 18. So that's why you have to be watching. Now bro, get Revelation 3 and 3. Because Yahweh Shah saying the same thing. Watch, watch, watch. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 3. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast.
Right.
And repent.
Right.
If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief.
So if you don't watch, you're gonna get caught lacking. If you don't watch, you're gonna get caught slipping.
That's
right?
the warning.
That's the warning. He's telling you, therefore watch. This is what Yahweh is saying. Therefore watch. Go ahead, bro.
I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee.
Why? Because you're not watching.
Not watching.
Yeah. Now get Revelation 16 and 15. That's the precept you brought up first, bro.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth.
Hey, I'm coming as a thief. Blessed is he that is watching. right? Because a thief can't steal shit if you're looking for alcohol.
Right.
A thief ain't gonna come in your house at midnight because you're not sleeping. And like the brother said, if you're watching and not bird watching, you're gonna see. So we're watching everything, and from a symbolic standpoint, hey, you're comparing current events with the scriptures.
Right.
And basing that off the art of prophecy, man. That's it. Now get that Revelation 16 and 15.
Again, back in Revelation chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
So so again, if you're watching, if we're watching, we're not gonna get caught slipping. Now, go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation 16, verse 15, the NLT. It says, look, I will come as unexpectedly as a thief.
And that's what a thief do. A thief comes into your house unexpected. So when you come home, you're like, God damn, I've been robbed. Right? Or if you're sleeping, and if that thief so happens to break in your house without waking you, the reason why he's doing that is because you wasn't watching. So from a symbolic standpoint, you have certain prophets that call themselves prophets, but they're foolish, meaning what? They're spiritually sleeping, and they're rocking their congregation to sleep. Yes, I'm Robin. Go ahead, bro.
And this wisdom of Solomon 8, verse 8. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things are old, and conjecture aright what is to come. That's by prophecy.
That's
like
it.
you said.
That's it.
She knoweth the subtleties of speeches, according to how you know if somebody's breaking down the scriptures wrong, according to the Holy Spirit.
That's it. You know? That's it.
It says, it can expound dark sentences, and she foreseeth signs and wonders.
Right, and even when you think about the scriptures are dark. If you don't have the light with you, that's why you need that lamp, which is Yahweh Shai, to put light on the scriptures so you can see from a spiritual standpoint. Right? You want to add that?
Yeah, it says she foreseeth signs and wonders.
Right.
According to what Proverbs 15, goes to how the prudent man can foresee the evil.
Yeah.
So through the Spirit, we know we see things right now. We measure the times diligently, and we see that, hey, Yahweh Shai is on his way back.
That's it.
You got everything that's happening that he prophesied about within Matthew 24th chapter, Luke the 21st chapter. All these things are coming about right now.
That's it.
You know? So it says she foreseeth signs and wonders in the events of seasons and times.
That's right. And we're waiting on the event of the second coming of Yahweh Shai, sending back his son Yahweh Shai. All right? You want to finish that on the NLT, right?
No, that was
Let's go.
good. That was
Okay,
good.
let's go get you back. 2 Peter 3 and 10, bro.
This 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
And this event is going to happen during the time frame, or no, when the day Yahweh Shai comes. The same day Yahweh Shai cracked those clouds, America will be destroyed. And guess what? Those foolish virgins will continue to sleep. Go ahead, bro.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right?
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Because you're going to have different parts of the world, what? To get contacted by nuclear fire. But guess what? Only America would never be rebuilt. Right? Israel has to be destroyed and then rebuilt because their land has to be what? Cleansed. And the only way the Most High is going to cleanse that land this time around is by what? Fire. Right? Your two strongest cleansing agents is what? Water and fire. Go ahead, bro.
You say the elements gonna melt. You know, it's like you can see the setup because have you heard about that? I don't know how recent it is, but it was like a recent oil spill. Yeah, it's like a bunch, but all these oil spills that been happening through the years. Yeah, I know oil can set fire on water. You know. So
Yeah.
So when that thermonuclear fire hit, and you know that oil, and it goes out, that water gonna burn up. The elements gonna burn up. The air gonna burn up. It's gonna work.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because when the oil is on fire, that's, it's hard to take out.
I mean, America is a combustible landmass. Like the brother saying, the oil, the spills, you got the natural gases running underground, you got these vehicles. You got these different buildings. Every building you can imagine has some source of gas going through it, man. You know what I'm saying? The hotels, gas to cook. You know, homes, man. I mean, it's
Even
people.
They got their fire side.
Yeah. This place is done, man. So I won't go there.
This thing was built in clothes.
Yeah. What if it was already kindled? People gonna be burning down buildings because it's gonna be so much chaos, man. So it's everything that's happening, man. The earthquakes in diverse places, the uproars of the people, man. The alphabet people. Everything that's happening is prophecy leading up to the final prophecy, man. It's not just happening because it's just happening, man. It's happening because it's prophecy.
That's it. And then you said that basically it's set up to be destroyed, right?
What the brother said, yeah.
And you said it, my bad, bro. And that's why America is likened to what? Ophir, right? Because when you go into that term Ophir, not only does it mean gold, but it means burning. Showing you what? That, hey, in days to come or a time to come, that America will be utterly destroyed by fire, right? My bad.
Yeah, I'm just keep that part about the works.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And the heavens passing away, that's just going until Esau's rulership, right? Go ahead, my bad.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
And those works goes into like the livelihood, like the activity going on within the society. Heavy anti-Messiah behavior going on right now.
It's philosophy.
Yeah, everything, man. The westernization, it's feminism, it's science, it's technology, it's religious, it's economics, it's all that.
The
All
system.
That, yeah, all that partakes into the image of the beast. Now, everything right there we just named through spirit, all that's adverse to the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai.
And it's nothing but Satanism. All that shit from westernization to Christianity, all that shit is nothing but Satanism.
So the brother brought out works. Let's back them up. On 2 Ezra 15:6. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Meaning what? Because the Most High had to let his kingdom play out. It had to be exercised. Because remember, no, we need to have a blueprint of how the wicked once lived. You know, so now we're coming to the end of Esau's rulership. We're in that time frame of midnight, and now it's damn near over, man. You know?
I'm just going to say America is a shadow of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
You know, the brimstone. You know, both sides annihilate. You know, because Sodom and Gomorrah never rebuilt. And so it's just, you know, ruins now.
And since you said that, when you go into the Hebrew, Sodom means a burning, and Gomorrah means what? Submerging. Showing you that America will be burned and submerged in fire.
Right.
That's why America is likened to Sodom and Gomorrah.
And you know, and we're all familiar with, you know, Jackson natives, Mississippi natives. That Jackson is built on a volcano line.
Yeah,
What
that's
the
it.
Coliseum
And
is.
the
Coliseum's on top of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not as far fetched that the missiles can trigger a volcano.
That's right.
So while the missiles are hitting coming from the air per se, there could be flame coming from beneath,
That makes sense, bro.
sandwiching it. You know.
And like the brother said, how America's like where Sodom is like a shadow, you know?
Yeah.
You know, because like we brought out, go to where Sodom goes into burning, and people are burning their lust. You know, everybody like this pedo, all this stuff going on, this heavy trans movement.
That's right.
You know, all these people are burning to those left hand lusts.
And that's crazy because when the brother said shadow, and as you elaborated on it, when you think about a shadow, so you're walking, so if I'm walking, I see my shadow. So like for example, Sodom and Gomorrah. So Sodom and Gomorrah is this place, Sodom and Gomorrah is walking, but the shadow will be what? America. So what Sodom and Gomorrah is looking, its shadow is America because it's just like Sodom and Gomorrah.
In the same way.
It's moving the same way.
Like,
I just can't take my thought.
yeah, now I'm saying like if America look itself in the mirror, they're gonna see Sodom, Gomorrah, you know, Syria, Nineveh, Greco-Roman Empire. You know, they're gonna see all those empires because America's like a conglomerate of all these, you know, empires.
Or what happens when you raise your hand up? If you raise your hand up, the shadow's gonna raise his hand up, and that's what America does. No.
I forgot. Again, it says that verse is a shadow America is a shadow of Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, a figure casting that shadow, and the shadow follow behind that figure. So it's a following of those empires.
That's right.
Hey, that's fair because of what Daniel, the 7th chapter, it goes into about the fourth beast, going to the ancient Roman Empire. It said what came after the little horn. So the little horn sprung up after this ancient Roman Empire, which is America.
Yeah. Keep going, bro. You had something?
I get up.
Okay.
Verse 11,
Uh-huh.
the 2nd Peter chapter 3, verse 11,
Right.
seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation?
Righteousness, man, on how we conduct our lifestyles to the best of our abilities. Right? Go ahead, bro.
Looking for the hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord.
Read that again, bro.
Looking for the hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord.
Looking for the hastening of the coming of the day of the Lord. So you're looking, you're doing what? You're watching. You're watching, and that's what it's all about. So we utilize through the spirit of Yahweh the same precepts to counter the precepts on how not to let Yahweh catch you slipping. And how we do that? By watching. And that's it. Keep going, bro.
Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
That's it. And again, nuclear destruction will promote this. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
And that's going into what the kingdom of heaven also spoken of in, I think, Revelation, the 21st chapter. Go ahead.
Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye with such things be diligent, that ye may be found of him in peace.
You mean diligent, meaning what? Hey, you got to be active. You know, because certain days you're going to be, certain weeks, certain times, and you're going to be on fire. But then certain weeks you're not going to be on fire. But the key point is being active, because this is a marathon. When you see a basketball player on fire, normally that basketball player cools down around the second or third quarter if he's on fire during the first quarter, right? So, but at the same time frame, he may not be as hot as the first quarter, but he's still playing defense. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing assists and things of that nature. He's still active until the end of the game, which also will help that team to win. Go ahead, bro.
And he also still watching, because if he's on the bench, he's watching.
Yeah.
He's seeing what's going on in the game.
That's good. That's a good point. That's a good point.
You know, he even though you may be at different stages of your walking in your faith, you still got to continue to walk.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
And when you ain't in the game.
And apply. You know, okay, I'm not gonna make that mistake that he just made.
Right. Beautiful.
Be diligent that ye may be found in him in peace, without spot and blemish.
Yes, hey,
Excuse me. Without spot and blameless.
right. That's what it's all about, being diligent. Because at the end of the day, we know we're going to mess up and things of that nature. But like the brother is saying, look, when you make a mistake, you're supposed to correct that mistake and move forward.
Yeah, it was going into the behaviors of, this is like a pre-flood behavior, which is very similar to Sodom and Gomorrah. This is the Good News Translation, Wisdom of Solomon 14. And I started 24, Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 24. They no longer kept their lives or their marriages pure. A man might kill another man by an act of treachery or cause him grief by committing adultery with his wife. Everything was a complete riot of bloody murder, robbery, deceit, corruption, faithlessness, disorder, falsehood, harassment of innocent people, ingratitude, moral decay.
And that's what. And let's look at this world now. Moral decay. You can do any and everything. People are literally doing as thou wilt.
Right.
Anything they want to do under the sun that's promoting Satanism, they're doing it. Go ahead, bro. You want to?
I was saying, like, when it comes to choices, they say what? Go with the lesser evil. But as place keep getting more degrading, you just getting worse and worse.
It's a hell of a choice.
Yep.
And also too, just to piggyback on you, priest, our people been down so much that now they have come up to a certain level and they don't want to let this world go. They feel like they can get even higher. And so therefore, when you come to them about the scriptures, they come to them about what's going on in the scriptures, they don't want to hear that. They want, don't tell me the bad, tell me smooth things.
That's right. And look at it, man, like adultery is at an all-time high. Hey, people, look at Puffy. He's been called out for sex trafficking and things of that nature. You got individuals going after the same flesh. Individuals sleeping with kids and things of that nature. So this world is really under a major vibration of Satanism. So if you think about during the time frame the elder is speaking of, now you come to this time frame now, look how much worse it is, because now everything is easily accessible, along with modernization and technology.
Right. Yeah, this is more than true.
Go ahead, bro.
This is spoken there. It says, verse 26 again. Harassment of innocent people, Wisdom of Solomon 14:26. Harassment of innocent people, ingratitude, moral decay, sexual perversion, broken marriages, adultery, and immortality. The worship of idols whose names should never be spoken is the beginning and the end, the cause and the result of every evil.
And Esau has mastered it by doing what? By telling us the light is dark and the darkness is light.
Job 10. You know what, man? I'm still out, bro. I done had, all of us done talked to some of these fiends before, but a crackhead to say the first time they did crack, it was a feeling they got. You know what I'm saying? And they always wanted to get that feeling again. And this might not be the best analogy, but when people get this particular feeling, man, of this wickedness when they doing it, man, it gives them such a fleshly satisfaction, man. They constantly want to feel that feeling, man. They chasing the drag.
But Esau, he created crack. He created cocaine. So he made everything with that same impact.
That's right. Bro.
All right, right. Whether it's the filth on the internet, whether it's the act of debauchery in itself, like just having sex with different women. All right, that's not Hebrew, that's Sodom.
Yeah.
But we had polygamy in the Hebrew world.
Right.
But no, I see exactly what you're saying. In Babylon, especially when it's closer to the weekend, you chasing a thrill.
Yeah.
You can feel it in the air like a Friday night, a Saturday night. What's the song? I'm up all night to get lucky. Yeah, you got the excitement. You got your clothes on, your cologne, you got your haircut. Got your Grecian beard. That sharp. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and you looking at all the women and the colors, and you don't give a damn if she got a man. That's part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I know exactly what you mean. You chasing a thrill.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
A lot of those little thrills around. It's just like going to the casino.
Yeah.
And you put in 50 cents and you win $600.
Yeah.
Now you hype. You chasing the bigger money. So you're gonna keep going until you can play it all back.
Yeah.
Now you're at a loss.
And look how many homeless people out there in Vegas. Look how many people went to Vegas are happy, and now they stuck in Vegas. They ain't got nothing. They homeless. But like I said, it's little thrills everywhere. Fast food. Like I said, social dating, social media. All right, attention. There's a fast thrill over the internet.
Social media shit.
The social media shit, you know what I mean? Hey, even going to those hoes you call church.
Yeah.
A nigga speak game to you for about 30 minutes, and you leave with a little high. So now Esau mastered the art of stimulating your dopamine through different spaces, man.
And it's crazy. Social media is called social, but as the priest Yashimava said earlier, people are not social.
Right.
They can't interact amongst each other face to face, man.
And I know you've met people, especially like women, they'll be extremely introverted and socially awkward in public, in person, but like with this texting and the social media, they're the shit.
But you know why that social media was created?
Why was that?
Because three-letter boys didn't want to have to, they had to infiltrate all these different groups. So they like, well, if we put everybody online in one particular group, that would tell off on who's dealing, and then that helped them develop AI. Because now I can join you and it's gonna make all the connections between me and you or who we are affiliated with.
Yep.
Yep.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, my bad.
Connected.
I got some back you and the grows up, man. This is Genesis 2:18. And Yahweh power said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a company for him.
And one of the controversial questions was, what is a woman? Because you had the alphabet situation, all right? But then it's the woman's role. Because in Wisdom of Solomon, 14th chapter, I believe it's in the King James Version, it said disorder in marriage. So now, when you look at a woman, we've been conditioned so heavily that a lot of us don't associate a helpmeet with a woman.
That's right.
You know, we've had so-called girlfriends, you've dated,
Yeah.
you know, y'all had a 50-50 vibration going on, but we were never conditioned in our generation to approach a woman with the intent, she's gonna be my personal assistant.
And that's why it's a disorder in the marriage. Because basically, when you put that woman side by side, or you're saying that that woman's, what would you say, happiness comes before you, trouble in the flesh is deriving from that. Because everything is out of order. You know, it's out of order. So, if of course, if it's a disarray within the order or the sequence, the relationship is not going to work.
But the Most High is all about order.
That's it.
And when there's no order, there's disorder.
That's right.
That's why most men look at women now as just objects, man.
Yeah.
Not a helpmeet, you know what I'm saying? Not a companion. They something to do for the moment. You know?
Ass, man.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Yeah, but you know, hey, that's why this place gonna get destroyed, man. But it's a walking simulation.
Yeah.
Like if you wanna, if you live in a utopian righteous society, and you want to know what wickedness look like, just teleport here.
That's it.
And look around on a Friday or a Saturday, and you'll be in a walking simulation of wickedness. You'll be in a walking simulation, a walking demonstration of what wickedness is, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what America is. It's like a Sims game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simulation of wickedness.
That's right.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what? I'm sorry.
Now, so what you said earlier about you start putting your like the woman's happiness before your purpose. That's the scripture goes to how the man was created for the woman.
That's it.
The woman was created for the man.
That's
You know?
it.
So the man's supposed to be when a woman say that she want a man, that's the purpose is her husband.
Yeah.
You know, that's your only purpose in life, really.
That's
Is to
it.
cater to your husband.
And that's why, hey, the Most High told Eve that your desire going into your cravings shall be towards your husband.
And you know what those bank boys did? They re-engineered our women to have a desire to work for Esau Edom.
That's it.
Her husband is a career.
That's it.
So he re-engineered our women to derail her desire into the direction of basically being his personal
That's
assistant.
it.
That's what you had went to last week, where you stated that Eve is Esau's woman.
Yeah.
And she's her man. She caters to him.
Yeah, because and back in the old country in Jerusalem, a woman was groomed from a child on up to serve her man.
Yeah.
But now a woman is groomed from kindergarten to her senior year in high school and college to serve Esau Edom. Because school not really even for men. It's for them girls. Jack don't really get school, like he don't type in like that. But it's for them girls, so she never really lost her desire. She just shifted who the desire was going to be given to, man.
Right. So that re-engineering process, it really started around like the 1970s with the public housing.
Yeah,
With the public housing, because they said like back in the 50s and 60s, more so-called black women, they would marry more than so-called white women at the time frame. So Esau came with that game plan. That's when, with the public housing, that's when they started putting women on a higher level. Whenever the social workers come out of the household, they see the men in there, they'll get the so-called
Section 8 or
Section 8,
whatever.
all that taken away. But if you they see if a man go, then you'll get reduction off your rent. You know? So that's where that process started, man. Look at what that cancer has grown into in today's time.
Right. And going back to back you up, Elder, what you're saying, how the women were groomed, you know, you look at Coming to America, you know, the first one, and she's, you know, whatever you like, you know, she hopping on one foot, you know, and still hopping on one foot until the, to the next movie, you know. Yeah. But, you know, that, like you're saying, that they have, you know, the order is, you know, Yahweh Shah serves Yahweh.
Yeah.
Man serves Yahweh Shah.
Yep.
And the woman's supposed to serve the man. And if she serves the man, it's like she's serving Yahweh Shah.
And the sons and daughters are under her management, under her supervision. Yeah. No, I mean, but what happens? So now, we've been replaced with Esau Edom. So now instead of serving us, she's serving Esau Edom, whether it's through the welfare state, like the Khan said, or a career. Because even you can, you know what I mean? You can do a piece of shit and still get served by the state through your tax money, or she can have a career. All right. Yep.
Job chapter 10, verse 22, the land of darkness is darkness itself, and the shadow of death without any order, or where the light is as darkness.
And the scripture says, "Thou shalt grope in the noonday." But because this is spiritually, like it's like you grope meaning you're looking for something. So there's some confusion here, man. America's that land of darkness, man. America's that land of darkness, man. And basically, it's heavy enchantments. And the way you know it's heavy enchantments, as far as the behavior and the mindset of the people, if you were to take somebody from the 1920s and show them a hologram of where we are today, and you showed them 2023, they'll be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
They'll bug out.
Ezekiel.
Yeah.
In the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, and when the angel said, can these bones live?
You're like, I know.
He said, only you know.
And that's like, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's like the Morpheus showing Neo the Matrix.
That's right.
You know,
That's
the
right.
hologram.
Yeah.
Like, because he was there, like he was there in the spirit.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said he took me in the spirit.
That's
right?
it.
You know, so
Beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
so nah, hey, it's like when the Most High showed the prophets of Babylon.
Yeah.
It's like Morpheus showing Neo the Matrix, man.
Yeah, if I could just bring this on, man, because even when I was looking at TikTok, right, and you had, we have this saying, the lone wolf. There's no such thing, according to like the conduct of wars. So you had like these echelons of wars. You had first echelon, you had the second, you had the third, you had the fourth, and you had the fifth echelon, right? So within the wolf pack, what they do is they put their most feeble of all wolves in front of them, right? So they dictate the pace of everybody else. They're going to be protected the most because they're old and they're feeble, but at the same time frame, they know that they still have to make that sacrifice at the end of the day for their wolf pack. So the second echelon after the first echelon, you have the best wolves, the best fighters of that wolf pack. So they're right behind the first. Then the third, you have what? You have the women and you have the cubs, right? And then behind them, you have the most younger fighter of the wolf pack, but they're good too. And last, you have the alpha wolf. So he's basically walking behind everybody, but he's looking, making sure everybody is doing their duty. But man taught us all that the all supposed to go to the back, right? And then the fucking the alpha male is supposed to be in the beginning. No, the alpha's supposed to be behind. Right. If I could just bring out one precept, go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, the word taught that. I was like, is it like that? Because I thought the old was supposed to be in the back.
I thought that.
Yeah, that's it. Get Genesis 32, bro. Get Genesis 32 real fast. Because even the animal kingdom is actually in order. And that's why when an animal dies, what happens to his spirit? That spirit goes right back to the earth. Because while the animal kingdom is in order at the end of the day. Now get there. Yeah.
In Genesis chapter 2, verse 1, and Jacob went on his way, and the angels of the Most High met him. And when Jacob saw them, he said, this is the Most High's host. And he called the name of that place Mahanaim.
Yeah.
And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau his brother unto the land of Seir and to the country of Edom.
So this is Jacob's first time saying Esau after he supplied him. Go ahead.
And he commanded them, saying, thus shall ye speak unto my lord Esau. Thy servant Jacob said thus, I have sojourned with Laban and stayed there until now. And I have oxen and asses and flocks and manservants and women servants, and I have sent to tell my Lord that I may find grace in thy sight.
Continue.
The messengers returned to Jacob, saying, we came to thy brother Esau, and also he came to meet me, and 400 men with him. And Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed, and he divided the people that was with him, and the flocks and the herds and the camels into 2 bands.
So Jacob made what? 2 echelons, just like that wolf pack. Go ahead.
He said, Esau come to one company and smite it, then the other company which is left shall escape.
Go ahead.
Jacob said, O power of my father Abraham, the power of my father Isaac, and the Lord which said unto me, return unto thy country and to thy kindred, and I will deal well, and I will deal well with thee.
And that's the point. So Jacob created 2 echelons. So basically, if Esau would attack that first echelon, him and Rachel and their kids was going to be able to escape. Right? And you could base that from the animal kingdom. You know, going into how the wolf packs have 5 echelons, man. Now bring that piece of that
It's Job chapter 10, verse 22. A land of darkness, and as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order.
So America is classified as the land of darkness because there's no spiritual light. Go ahead.
And where the light is as darkness.
Right, because basically good is made evil and evil is made good. And that's the concept of America right now, promoting Satanism. Anything and everything to make an Israelite go outside the standard of worshiping the Most High. The nobility of Esau is with it. And he has these puppets, such as your celebrities, creating the mindset through social engineering our people, man, getting them to go off. So it's a lot of blood on these celebrities' hands. Like LeBron James, he was wearing that hat on. That goes back to devil worship, man.
And we're in the, like, just going back to the belly of the beast, we're spiritually in the belly of Satan. Like, we're spiritually under the vibration of Satan, man. And that's the matrix. And brothers get into that heavenly Wednesday. Like, yeah. But hey, brothers get into a heavenly Wednesday, like, as soon as you wake up, then Satan turns against you. Like, as soon as you wake up from the matrix, now all of the demons that is in alignment with you, now they're working against you. Now you might get attacked in your sleep. Now people coming at you on some weird shit. Spirits hopping on different employees at work. It's like, man, why they coming to me like that? What the fuck I do? Yeah, or hey, when you wake up to your Yahweh by Hashem Shai, you woke up from the matrix. You got to unlock from the matrix. So, and now look, that spirit might work through your mother. It might work through your woman, all right? Your kids, and it's literally. So we're in the Western world, really the whole globe is under the influence of Satan, man. So, but Yahweh Bashman Shah ultimately created this matrix, but it's really like a house of Satan, a dome for Satan, his kingdom. All right, so in order to make it in this society, you have to be in federation with Satan. But as soon as you wake up from this society, you are an enemy to Satan. All right, go ahead.
I was gonna say what happened when Neil woke up. All them Mr. Smills started coming at him.
Yeah.
All them demons.
And that's real talk. When you wake up to this truth, when you wake up, man, all right, the spirit world on the left hand side is after you.
You have all these things set up to put you back to sleep. Christianity, Catholicism. Even when you wake up as a Hebrew Israelite, you got these other Hebrew Israelite groups. They're trying to turn you back to Jesus.
And they really work for Satan. Because look, and that's the goal of the matrix, is to put you back into the matrix.
Anyway.
That's why you have dreams about your weaknesses. You have dreams about your vices. Whatever you used to do back in the world before you woke up, you used to eat, you used to smoke weed. Not you, brother. Man. Brother used to smoke weed, and this brother never smoked, man. This brother never smoked a day in his life. You either. And that's all praise to how smoke sight, man. All right. One question I had other vices. We got to speak on it. You can't elevate them too high. Keep them humble, man. But the point is, hey, the goal of the Mr. Smith's saying is to rock you back to sleep, man. So, hey, that's why, in 2 Timothy, he says, fight to get fight of faith. Why did he say fight? Cause we're going against Satan, man, and he a motherfucker. All right.
I got a precept I was gonna bring out for you.
Before you get there about the subject, at the point.
I was gonna say you woke up in a battle in the war, and Satan have all these things set up just to weaken you: the medicine, the food, the water, air.
And that's the nation of Israel, period. Now in this truth, it get even more spiritual. He targets you individually. You know?
A lot of Jakes. Slide.
Yeah.
Because we always go to the Matrix, but a lot of Jakes turn into, what was his name, Cypher?
The nigga at the
He
state.
couldn't handle it no more. He wanted to, he was like, put me back in the Matrix.
That's
Put me
Nate.
to sleep.
That's Nate. Nate.
Nate, put me back to sleep, man. I don't want nothing to do with this reality of truth no more. You know?
I'm gonna say this, and then it could get so bad that you will wake up and you will see scratches on you and shit. Now there'll be them demons attacking you in your fucking sleep.
Yeah. But sometimes you never remember it.
Yeah.
That chill in your chest.
Hey, say they give you weird dreams, sadistic dreams, you'll feel bad for having shit.
That's right.
You feel like what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
And it be so fucking surreal
Yeah.
because you'll wake up and thinking you did this shit.
Yeah.
Childish.
Yeah, he childish.
And he's
Hey, but
patient.
you know what? Hey, I see, man. I thought about this today. Hey, the best thing for Satan is he want a reaction. So through the spirit, if we try not to react to the best of our ability, and it takes the power away from Satan, man. Because he's petty. He wants a reaction. He wants you to get frustrated. He wants you to give up.
And
He wants.
I'm sorry, bro. No.
He wants to break your spirit.
You know how you do react? With the word.
That's it.
You gotta fight Satan with your house shot.
That's it.
And I'm saying you, but me too, because I'm
That's
still
it.
here.
That's it.
But we gotta fight Satan with your house shot.
That's what Yahushua did and during the 40 days of temptation.
He really fought Satan with himself.
Yes.
Just quote the scriptures.
Yeah, because he's the word.
He's the behold, I come in the volume
Another
of the book.
book.
You know? All right, but you was on yours right quick. Who's gonna get it, man?
More fire.
Just a real quick one.
I say y'all fight.
Yeah,
I just Matthew get to the point. 27 and 11. And Yahushua stood before the governor, referring to Pilate. And the governor asked him, saying, art thou the king of the Jews? And Yahushua said unto him, thou sayest. And when he was accused of the chief priests and elders, he answered nothing. Then said Pilate unto him, hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? And he answered him never a word, insomuch that the governor marveled greatly. So Yahushua, he didn't react as if a coming man or a natural man would want you to react. You just gotta learn to apply Yahushua in every situation, every matter, man. See, like if you coming through a different situation, okay, just ask yourself in the spirit, what would Yahushua do in this situation? Because by you reacting more, that's giving more power to that carnal being, which is Satan.
And Satan is the king of your flesh. And you know what? That's how you know the so-called white man is Satan. What does the so-called white man do on a job? What does the so-called white man do with Jake? He functions. And the moment you say, man, you got me fucked up, bro, what does Satan do? See? Gotcha. Yeah, see, he's always like this. Yeah. That's how the police arrest you, all that. Because it's that reaction like y'all get into, man. Because Esau's a cunning hunter. But it also says Satan is a roaring lion seeking to devour whoever he may. So that's his spirit animal, is a damn lion. What you got it, brother?
Yeah, I was just going to bring out, just to back you up on that, James 1:1. And James was the brother of Yahushua, and he's talking to the 12 tribes. He said, James, a servant of Yahweh and of Yahushua, Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Because you got something very precious, or that Satan wants to get from you, and that's this truth.
Right.
And Yahweh Bashma, what Yahweh Bashma did when he engineered this matrix, it was to see how hard you're gonna fight for this truth. That's the bitter and the sweet. The sweetness was the reception of the truth. The bitterness is how hard you're gonna fight to keep the truth, man. All right, because now the matrix is turned against you. All the agents, all the missing spirits are manifesting themselves through different people, things, thoughts, art, food, music. All right, to get rid of the truth, man.
Right.
You know.
And this devil,
The devil knows also that we're a body, man. And if he can get, you know what I'm saying, a brother to react or do something that's just crazy and outrageous to get himself in a situation, he affecting his body, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna reflect on the camp. That way they can paint a picture or a narrative to put in the news or whatever to paint this picture, man, that's not actually accurate, man. Because if you stuck your toe, it affects the whole body. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? So if Satan can just get a brother just to react, do something stupid, you know what I'm saying? It take you out the truth. It can affect the body as the way we look as a group. And I mean, it can just go on, man.
And that's
You
why
know?
brothers over here pray into you not into temptation. You know, lead us not into temptation.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, you know, Yahweh Shai, he gave us all the equipment that we need to fight everything. You know, he's the coach. He gave us the playbook. He gave us the equipment to put on. And we playing a football game, he gave us the equipment to put on and everything to fight all the temptations that come to us. We just have to apply it, you know, and keep each other strong, you know, like, brother, you know, hey, you know, you gotta hold up, you know, the fight is almost over, but, you know, we win in this, you know, so, and not lose faith and patience that we're gonna lose this battle.
And it's heavy because I'm gonna switch from cause even though you know these different Israelite camps, they got different beliefs, they still know they Israelites. And then I remember the sequel to the movie Matrix, it opened up with Zion celebrating. You know, there's a lot of jakes in the crowd. And if you notice, as time progresses in this truth, there are more, you see more and more Israelites visible, man. You see more and more people that wearing fringes out, you know, in public. Like the Matrix is getting weak, and Zion is rising. Zion is rising, you know?
On my way to camp, I seen a white SUV with big letters, Hebrew Israelite on the back.
Yeah.
Tinted windows, you know, I couldn't see who in there.
The white SUV?
Yeah, I said, you know, brother gotta be circumspect, you know, make yourself a mark, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, hey, come to think of it, I was telling the brother Lamont last Friday, I'm coming from downtown Jackson, and I seen it was a commercial vehicle. It was a 144 on the license plate. So the spirit was like, look up. So I saw 144 on the license plate, and then the spirit said, look to the right, and I saw a street named Access, 144 Access. So then I get to a traffic light, and Wendy's, of all places, I seen quality out of all the words on the billboard. So the most I be speaking through the sign, Lord will, you know?
Hey, that's when the Hebrews goes about the cloud of witnesses.
Yeah.
You know those angels, it's like they are on the sideline cheering us on through this marathon. And that's why you be seeing different numbers like that, those spiritual numbers. It's pretty much telling you through the spirit and keep going.
That's it.
Keep going.
This is the way.
And 144 is a keep going marker.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
I made a person today do it 777.
Ecclesiastes 2 verse 2, set thy heart aright and consistently endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Yep. Go ahead.
I want to make that point. You know, it said make not haste in the time of trouble. You know, things get bad and stuff like that. But also, you know, don't be too fast to do to be rash, to react, impulsive, to react, to make a counter reaction. You gotta hold back and make think spiritually. What scripture says don't paraphrasing. Don't be quick to speak. Don't be quick to speak. Listen before you make say your words and do your actions. Because the flesh wants to do things that, like, you get angry, you want to punch the dude first.
Yeah.
You get scared, you want to run. You get hungry, you want to give in and eat. You can't make these quick carnal reactions, but you got to be spiritual.
Yeah.
I think that's a Zen proverb that goes to, like, by being calm, that's the highest achievement of yourself. You know? Because look how many Jakes right now in jail because of being impulsive. How many Jakes in the graveyard right now?
Right.
You know? But really the spiritual. You know?
And that's the main thing Yahushua had the spirit to do, was actually conquer him within the flesh. And that's what Satan do. Satan wants to make you panic and break you so he can put you in a situation where you can't get out.
Right.
That's something I had to work on.
Yes,
As a
oh,
person.
yeah.
And then, I started thinking in the light of the greatest example, Yahweh Shah. What did Yahweh Shah do? When somebody asked him questions, he thought about it, he come back with another question, or come back with another answer, rational answer, to make them think. So I started doing it and working on myself, because I used to have a quick temper, because there's certain people that can push a button, and so, I had to work on that with people.
You can still use those people, those certain situations to build you up. Because it's an old saying, like, I ask God for patience, he's going to put you in a situation where you have to wait.
Right.
In order to get to that level, you got to go through the process to be developed. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because situations develop character.
That's it.
You ask for something and he gets to you, you never develop the character.
That's it, bro.
He wants you to develop into that. Yeah.
That's it, bro.
One thing we can always remember, man, when Sage using these people to try to make us get out of character and do something stupid, remember, man, we can throw curses on their asses, man.
That's
Just
right,
throw a
man.
curse up on them bitches and keep it moving, man.
Because
Let the Lord help.
we can't hurt them
Can't do shit.
as how Hashem Hashem can do. You know what I'm saying?
Us hurting them now, we gotta go to jail.
You gotta sit in front of Esau and shit.
I had coming from a life experience, like at the job I'm working at, I had experience, right? I think I called you and told you about it. So it was like this dude, right? He came to work drunk, right? Demon got on him and started messing with me. He was all in my face and stuff, right? So I got in a pocket with him. We got into it. I was ready to fight him, but I just fell back. He started clowning and stuff like that. The next day, he come to work, still, drunk, and the Most High made him, urinate himself in public in front of everybody.
Probably saw a big old angel behind you.
Exactly.
That's what we done after that, I'm sure.
It's 1 Peter 2:21. It says, for even hereunto were ye called, because Yahweh Shah also suffered for us, leaving us an example that you should follow his steps.
Because Yahweh Shah was humble, man. Yahweh Shah was in a position and had the ability, man, to do anybody in, man. But that he was leading by example, man. Because he had a course he had to finish, man. You know what I'm saying? So that was an example to us. We have a course we have to finish, man. And so we have to carry ourselves in a particular way, which is a spiritual way, man. You know what I'm saying? Not to get carnal, not to, like the brother saying, go off the hinges, off impulses, man. We always have to remember, reflect back on the scriptures, man. This is our code of conduct. We can't get like these regular people, man. That's what separates us from the world, man. We conduct ourselves in a spiritual fashion, not a carnal fashion. Nobody said it's easy now, but it's that's why we gotta stay rooted in this truth, man. And like the elder was saying, we always gotta relate everything back to the scriptures, man.
Think about Yahweh Shah, he got, he got offended and started reacting when he got spat on, he got slapped. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there wouldn't be no such thing as the kingdom.
That's it.
So just think about him in every situation.
Because when you think about the scriptures is nothing but, really being a good person, treating your brother like you would treat yourself, right? And most importantly, praising the Most High. But then it promotes what? Spiritual stoicism. Because when you break down stoicism, all it means is just fun. You don't get caught up in everything, right? Am I tripping? Hey, love not the world. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So basically, stoicism is basically not reacting, controlling you, and not letting others control you.
I saw a quote.
What did Yahweh Shah say? I can call a legion, man.
I was thinking that, bro. I was thinking that.
Hey, it was a quote of what you said. I remember it was like being stoic. So it's not about being emotionless. It's about being unaffected by your emotions.
That's it. That's it. Because you're gonna have emotions. Like if somebody make you run off the road and you get a treat or you get a bad phone call about something, yes, you're gonna have those emotions. So being a stoic is not about, okay, I don't have emotions. It's not being affected by these emotions. like the brother's saying, like if somebody wants to fight you, hey, basically you're gonna try your best to refrain. Now we're not saying you let that person beat you into a pulp, but at the same time frame, you don't let anyone trigger you, man. That's it.
How should he gave a different blueprint? You
Huh?
know, like before this says wise as a serpent,
Yeah,
as a dove. You know, he just gave us different proverbs and just how to be able to carry that type of logic in today's time.
That's it, bro.
Hey, that stuff works, man. It
Look,
works.
you got scriptures, life and death in the power of the tongue. That's letting you know, certain things could, bring forth more of a situation that could cost you your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be quick to anger. You know, all these different scriptures are put there for us to reflect back on and remember, man. So we won't react as a carnal person would. You know, we gotta think about scriptures, man. We gotta think about scriptures.
Hey, because Howard Shot, being that author, the finisher of our faith, he knew he was going to be upset in this situation. What the scripture say? Be ye angry, what?
But sin not.
So we're going to have emotions.
Yeah.
You know, pressure make a wise man angry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is about not reacting on those emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to what you said, we got one of the powerful weapons that we can have, and that's the sword. And using these scriptures, you know.
Come.
This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Walk in the spirit, that means in the Greek how you regulate your life. As a Hebrew, applying Yahweh Shai, that's all it is. Because the application goes into second nature. You know, meaning basically when something happens, you're able to apply Yahweh Shai to any and every situation. You know?
For the flesh lusted against the spirit,
Right, the flesh, the opposition, the flesh and the spirit is each other's opposite, right? So that's why we have to use Yahweh Shai in order to defeat the flesh. Go ahead, bro.
and the spirit against the flesh.
That's it.
And these are contrary the one to the other.
Right, so just like Jacob is programmed against Esau and vice versa, well, the flesh is programmed against the spirit.
Flesh is weak, the spirit is willing.
Yeah.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
And you think about it, the flesh is really like the antagonist in this story.
That's it.
The spirit is the protagonist. So you don't have those two characters still going in it, man.
That's it. What's going on, man?
And that's part of the engineering of your house creation. Two and two are set against each other.
Right.
Sirach 33.
That's right, bro.
You know?
That's right.
It's balanced. It has to be a protagonist and an antagonist.
I got one for you all. Yeah, Proverbs. My bad. It's right, bro. You sure? In Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turns away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger.
It works, man. Especially when you got like a bigger woman as a taskmaster.
Yeah.
You know?
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, just apply that scripture right there, man. You'll see the countenance of your face change, man. But you really know that be Satan on you.
Or if your woman tripping at the crib, just trying to start a little argument,
Yeah.
and you give her a soft answer, now she looking crazy in the
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be apologizing to you.
Yeah. And they do.
Verse 18. But if ye be led of the spirit, you are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery,
You're
fornication.
not led under law, meaning what? We're within this grace period. You know, and therefore Yahweh Shai is what mediating for us. That's why we're not put to death based on certain sins and transactions or select transgressions.
Verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred,
And all these behaviors and traits are within America right now.
Yeah.
All of this is within America right now.
variance, emulations, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies, envying, murders, drunkenness, reviling, and such like, of which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the time past, that they which do these things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. How about you outside? But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such thing there is no law.
So when this happens, this is what we have to counter it with. That's it. So the scriptures tells you what we need to do and what we don't need to do.
Can I bring out my this is just a back and up from what we read. This is Revelation 18:2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. It's fallen and is become a habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
And ultimately, it's going into the destruction, like desert animals. You know, there's really going to like the destruction with certain dragons and owls and shit.
Isaiah 34, yeah, goes about the conquering. They're gonna be dwelling here. So the venture of these lieutenants of America.
Yes, the Most High shows me 6. He shows me, and this is going to be the example of wickedness. That this continent that was once the what do you call it, the melting pot, the land of milk and honey per se, in the new world, it's a desert because of transgression. Yeah, an opportunity, man.
Hey, it's an old pastor in the 90s. He came out. His name Pastor Adrian Rogers. He came out and said immorality destroys nations. So you see what America dwells in, nothing but immorality.
Hey, well, in a GNT, Wisdom of Solomon 14, one of the characteristics that caused the flood was moral decay. Immorality, man. And what do you call Rome? Decadent Rome. Decaying Rome. What is America? It's decaying. It's moral decay. Marriages don't last. Everybody's a pronoun now. You know, violence, idolatry. You can look at it, it tells you that in Isaiah, the short of people who count as witness against them. Every day got taps on his face now. Jake and the woman coloring their hair all colors. Alright? It's no order. There's no structure. There's no tradition. I've been thinking about this. Like the baby boomer generation, right? At least when those women got married, they took marriage serious. No matter what they did prior, you know, they might have been in the streets or whatever. When they got married, they took marriage serious. Yeah. Now marriage for a nigga woman is a joke. Like a modern woman, that's an extension of her feminine package. That's an extension of that feminism package. You know, you can do all this debauchery shit now and you still married, man.
It's about the wedding. They just really want to just have a big ass wedding, spend all this money, put it on social media, and divorce your ass for everything you got.
What they be having the night before?
Bachelorette party and shit.
Where's that in the scripture?
Right. Yeah.
Isaiah 14 verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. The king of Babylon, this is referring to the hierarchy of Esau Edom. And say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The golden city is referencing to America. One thing you had within America called the golden age. Within the 1950s, that was like the peak of America's economy. You know, the military power, things of that sort. You know, but you see now, everything is on a decadent state right now. And that's why it goes into Isaiah 24 chapter, how the city of confusion is broken down. In every aspect, this place is being broken down, spiritually, morally, economically, you know what I'm saying, going into it very soon, very physically, you know? I go down to this point, verse 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the doors of thy
pride. Your pride. Grave is actually symbolic for what? You being put to death, meaning your kingdom is coming to an end.
In the doors of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Yeah, when you go into that term worm, I want to say like maggots. You know, and a maggot is known for what? Destroying. You know?
Maggots normally come around with something that's decaying.
Ooh.
Yeah, because your infrastructure is failing.
That's right.
Are your dollars devaluing?
That's it.
So, that's a good point, man. You're decomposing on site, man. You're metaphorically speaking, your kingdom is decomposing. Like every couple years, you're doing patchwork on the same streets.
Right. That's right. Yeah. So if this is happening physically, then you already know it's happening spiritually.
That's right.
That's right, man. So, hey, these are signs of a kingdom, an empire that's on its way out of here, man. All right. The modern day. Can somebody get that in Revelation 11:8? The city that's spiritually Sodom and Egypt. All right. This is the city that's making a great transgression before Yahweh, man. Before God, so to speak, man. All right. That great proud city, man. And it tells you her sins have reached the heavens, man. All right, go ahead.
18 or
18.
Okay. All right, this Revelation 18, it started verse 5. It says, for her sins, referring to America, have reached unto heaven. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua have remembered her iniquities.
He remembered her iniquities, man. All right? Basically, he recalled your iniquities. He went over everything, man. He's reached a verdict. All right?
You think about it like the levels, like I think it goes to like recall, or to be brought to remembrance, like by the angels. They reported all the wicked deeds going on. They reported right back into the throne of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Yep.
Then also the ground troops, the prophets.
Yep.
You know, by sign and crying, that vibration is going into the spiritual realm. You know.
And people act like they don't understand, man, that everything is documented, man, in the spiritual sense, man. Everything is documented. Everything that the prophets do, everything that 2/3 do, everything that the heathen do. Everybody must go before the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Therefore, everybody has a file. Everybody has documentations on how they've been living, man, what they've been doing. You're not going to escape judgment, man.
Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and good.
Yep. The eyes of the Lord, his angels.
That's it.
All right? Because even you go on a job, right, you'll be naive to think that the plant manager didn't have watchers.
Right.
You know, they already got surveillance camera all over the plant.
Yeah.
But you'll be naive to think that they don't have guys they got commissioned to watch the workers.
Like the lead man, really your boy.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's my guy.
Yeah.
He going straight to his man.
They go to brewery, yeah, this nigga.
Yeah, he got weed on him. Yeah, he be smoking. Yeah, man. So now, hey, Yahweh has angels. In the time of we was watching what's the Game of Thrones, the kings had something called he basically had messengers planted in other kingdoms as spies. He had a word for them. Huh?
Garrett? No, not Garrett.
I forget the name of it, but it's like whisperers. But he had spies planted in other kingdoms, man, and reported information back to him. And that's how Yahweh is, man. He got angels under words in physical form. He got angels in angelic form that you can't see, they're invisible. All right? And they report everything back to Yahweh, man, because he's the chairman. All right?
Second Ezra, when you talk about inquisitions.
Oh, okay.
This is Second Ezra 6:19. It said, and Hebrews 6:18. So and behold, and he said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw near and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisitions of them what they that have hurt unjustly, and their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be completed.
Yep. So we're in that time of inquisition now. Hey, and you can hold Lamentations 4:22, start at 21, and come to the Bible. You can trust them.
Yeah, just going into how the Lord sees everything. This is Ecclesiastes 17 and 19. Therefore, all their works are as the sun before him, and his eyes are continually on their ways.
Yeah, his eyes is angels, man. This is his earth. You know, this is his Airbnb, his planet. And Airbnb, they actually got surveillance cameras. You know, so you think Yahweh, the king of earth, this is his house. Really, technically, this is his footstool, but it's a house for mankind. You don't think he already got cameras here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Agents, you know?
What do you think Esau got the technology or the mindset or having or the concept of having surveillance cameras?
Yeah,
Right. That's the whole concept of scripture. He wants to be the most high. This is what he wants to be able to watch and see everything that's going on, keep a file on everybody. You know?
When that NWO thing is like Big Brother is watching you.
Right.
Right. Nigga really trying to be like the most high on every level, bro. Psychopath.
Right. And I got one more LZ. This is in the NLT, Isaiah 66 and verse 1. This is what Yahweh said. Heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. Could you build me a temple as good as that? Could you build me such a resting place?
Yep. So earth is his footstool. So how are you gonna have a blind spot in your own kingdom, man?
Right.
How are you gonna not monitor the mankind on earth, man?
Right.
How did he know about the wickedness that was going on before the flood, man? How did he know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it said it repented him that he created mankind. But how did he know what was going on? How did he know doing Sodom and Gomorrah? And he sent messengers in Yahweh's sides because there was one Lot. And Lot's wife had, not Lot's wife, Abraham had Sarah make them cakes.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what they told her, like, you're going to have a son.
That's right.
And she laughed. And it's like, why did she laugh? And she was like, oh shit, it hurt me. You know?
Yeah.
But you know, you're going to have a son. But they were angels. So the Most High does things like that. But the job, companies do stuff like that. They send auditors. They send people to come in and make sure that y'all running the company according to standard. And everybody get on their toes too. You know, but they get on their best behavior. Right?
And well, you said something heavy because you said that more so that was Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
And for him and Abraham wasn't going to happen, right?
Yep.
So this is Genesis 18 and 13. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah lie, saying, shall I of surety bear a child which am old? Verse 14. Is anything too hard for Yahweh? At the time appointed, I will return unto you according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. So when you jump up to Genesis 18, it tells you that the Lord appeared before Abraham, but when you break that down, it was actually 3 angels, and Yahweh Shah was one of those angels because he told Abraham at the appointed time, I will return to you, meaning I'm coming back as Isaac.
That's right.
Just to back you up there, see?
Yeah.
That's heavy,
It's
bro.
heavy. It's heavy, man. So, I mean, and when you go through this one, oh, okay, you can get there. But before you get there, yes, a lot before you get there, man. Oh, the Most High, man, Yahweh Shai, all right? They monitor, if Esau could monitor you from his office, what makes you think Yahweh can't monitor the mankind and Esau from his office, man?
This thing is the basis of being.
In the basis, man, he got surveillance cameras. All in his caves and shit. Wired up all his caves, he got surveillance cameras, man.
Hey, the Most High said he can count every hair on your hair on your head, man.
That's
Hey,
right.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Every hair?
And that's why he's called, one of his titles is omniscient, man. Omnipotent,
Yeah.
which is all powerful, and omniscient, which means all knowing. That's a God-like characteristic. He knows all. All right? But you got it, brother.
You want to go in 22 or 21?
You started.
Okay, this is 4:21, Lamentation. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Eden, that dwelleth in the The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Yep. The
Thou
cup is
shalt-
what? What is that cup? It's slavery, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all about to reach slavery, man. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap, man. All right?
also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked.
Yep.
The punishment of thy iniquities is accomplished.
Hey, and what's the punishment of our iniquity? It's slavery. That's the punishment of your iniquity. That bruise, man. That's a hell of a bruise. All right?
Oh, daughter. So like that's the windows to like Nahum, that incurable wound.
What is Jeremiah?
Jeremiah.
Yeah. They who probably see, yeah.
Incurable wound.
Yeah. But we're still affected by it, man. All right?
O daughter of Zion, he will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Yep.
He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Eden. he will discover thy sins.
You will discover thy sins, meaning that everything you do is going to be brought to light. See, the book of Obadiah, there's a whole book for your judgment. That's your sentence. You know, that's the declaration of your destiny, man. All right? And you're gonna go back into slavery. Then at the end of that 1,000-year period of you going into brutal, hardcore, forced slavery, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You're gonna go back into the spirit world, and you're gonna come down as another nation. You know, like how what's that tribal brother man that got stuffed out the tribe, out the nation? Dan, the Walla. Dan got stuck, you know, blended in, lost his tribal rights. You know, so for lack of better words, man. Sprinkle throughout the flocks, right? So you're gonna lose it, man. So Obadiah is the grand judgment. Book of Obadiah, although there was limitations right there, the book of Obadiah was the book for your grand judgment, man. What's the end goal for this guy? Because he even tells you when you look up Esau, I want to say the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, he's the only nation that's set up for future destruction. And as much as Esau, the so-called white man, knows about everything, you can Google macaroni right now. He can tell you the origins of macaroni, what's in macaroni. You mean to tell me it's that much little information about Esau Edom?
Right.
You know, you can just, you ever have random questions like, why do particles float in the air? I bet Esau got the answer on Google.
Right. Yeah.
But he can't tell you that much about Esau Edom, man. And we know historically that Ishmael is the Arabs. We know that Elam is the so-called East Indians, man. All right, the so-called Persians. All right, what's another one? We know Ham is the so-called Africans. But why is Esau Edom a mystery? All right, well, this man got archaeologists, you got geologists, you got historians. You can't tell me who Esau Edom is?
That was the end crazy.
Huh?
Said he hiding his identity.
Yeah. He's hiding his identity.
That's how you know he's a fugitive.
Right.
Yeah. He gave the decree anything on Esau, it's like top secret, you know, you bring that back.
Yeah.
We gonna put that, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else, so they just push and delete.
Yep.
But one thing for certain, goddamn, was that Revelation 13:10, it's coming, brother.
Yeah.
You know what, man, that cup, man, you gotta, hey man, shit, drink it.
Because
Enjoy.
man, we got ours.
Yeah.
And the thing that's so unique about Mississippi, Kel, not to put us on, you know, we're in the same state where we serve slavery. We're in the same state where most likely we serve slavery. Like we're in the state where this is the legacy of slavery.
Yeah.
Like the South, the southern states, they have an energy about this is the legacy of slavery. There's still Confederate flags flying illegally. You go deep off in Rankin County, you go deep enough, they take those flags down. Yeah, they still got statues of Robert E. Lee. That's the nigga that fought for slavery. So, man, got schools named after Robert E. Lee Elementary. All right? Lee County. Hey, man, these niggas was guys in Mississippi. Like the so-called white man in the South, he was like a guy. He was a king. They didn't call it king, but really those slave owners were really princes. And if it wasn't for the discontinuing of slavery, we still would have been working for their descendants. We still would have been the property of their descendants. How do we know? We still got their last name. In Leviticus 25th chapter, it tells you that basically your son, your offspring inherit your property. Your offspring inherit your slaves. A Hebrew servant goes free, but not a slave. A heathen slave never goes free. But they flipped the script on us in America. So if it wasn't for the outlaw of slavery, we still would have been their property working for their descendants. So we still had our last name to this day.
It's I had told some brothers about it, man. I think it was in New York in some kind of library where they actually found wheels where like slave owners had left wheels for their their family members from generation to generation to take up on their lands and their slaves and everything. But like they really thought that was going to continue on, so they had documented wheels to pass down their slaves, man. So that's just that mindset of Esau again, that his houses should continue forever. Come on,
And they probably knew they was gonna come back. You know,
yeah, they're too. Yeah.
And really what happened was, I think I know what you're finna say. Because you said technically we still slaves, right?
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. But what happened was, Hey, we prophets, brother. hey, what happened was, I've not felt the spirit, I still felt. But that's what the bankers was fighting the Edomites down here, so we could be their property.
Yeah.
Because this is like around what the Industrial Revolution, the mid 1800s. So they thought they really transferred the servants.
Right.
All right, so we went from being the property of the Southern Edomites to property of the bankers' privilege. You know, here's the birth certificate, Social Security. You know, is that what you meant?
And then you look at professional sports. You know, basically slave. You know, they're on the plantation.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep.
You know,
Straight up.
And you know, you look at the job structure. Basically slave.
Plantation.
Right.
The NFL combine.
Right.
You know, that's pretty much similar to the option.
Right.
Slave box.
The music industry.
Yeah.
Church. Same structure. Send a picture to keep everybody motivated to go to work Monday.
Right.
You know?
Like it's like I guess was the North, right? They had that vision of where they could build more off of slaves, thinking they're free to roam around and just work for them. They seen all the money the South was getting. They were like, you know, like Jake Wood on the block. They see Jake on the block getting all that money, so now they want to take that block. So that's what they wanted to do. They seen Mississippi was called was it white gold? Yeah, white gold. You know what I'm saying? They wanted that. You know.
And then look at Tulsa, Oklahoma, in 1921. You know, where Jake had hospitals, schools, banks. It took the dollar a year almost to leave the community. You know, they wanted that, like the brother Gordon said. They
Another
wanted
place,
that.
Mount Bayou.
Yeah.
Mount Bayou was kind of like that place like Tesla, because Mount Bayou was known to be where they had hospitals, banks, things of that nature. And then the city, something about their railroad. Basically, it was kind of like a component where a lot of business transactions could come. So basically, they used to call that the jewel of the Delta, man.
Right.
Yeah, Mount Bayou, but look how low it became.
There was a lot of Tulsa, little Tulsa, you know, Oklahoma was all around.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
You know,
There was Rosewood.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Florida.
There's a lot of places like this scattered out. Here in Chicago, they say in Florida. You know what I'm saying? They was all over, man.
But that was part of the curse, because the Most High said we would never get up.
Right. Because it's not physical, it's not carnal, it's spiritual.
Right.
So America was a spiritual punishment. It was a punishment for spiritual transgression. It was a punishment for idolatry.
Right.
So if the punishment is rooted in a spiritual transgression, you're not going to free yourself with a physical game plan, with a financial or economic game plan, man. You gotta fix that spiritual problem. You know?
And his name itself, America. He's bitter. You know, and it says within Jeremiah, Micah 2:18, well, this is not your rest. So this is not for us to be on our comfort zone right here in this society, man.
And part of that bitterness, man, is all the bloodshed that was spread from the 12 tribes, all the bloodshed that was bestowed on the 12 tribes. It's also bitter because we didn't get any retribution, any payback from slavery. It's also bitter, hey man, because of the working we doing.
Then he makes mockery of it, like with the NFL, like on Thanksgiving. They had like the Cowboys versus the Redskins. It's not even the Commanders.
Right. But we all know, like say it's a mockery, man. That's we know what you was doing.
Then he still capitalizing billions off that game.
Yeah.
And showed to the whole world.
And that's why in Job it said, I am the song. If you look at the word song, one of the synonyms was tunt. The tunt. And when you tunt somebody, it doesn't. Or you make a song in mockery of it. It's gonna tell you that in the Blue Letter Bible. When you touch somebody, you making a song in mockery, man. So part of the sports thing is like a song in mockery. You know?
It's Jeremiah 24:9. And I will deliver them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth for their hurt, to be a reproach and a proverb, a taunt and a curse in all places, whither I should drive thee.
Yep.
So we're gonna be like the laughing stock all across America, and really across the whole world. Man.
Yep.
And then, you know, you think about Rosewood and Mount Bayous and things of that nature. It fulfills a prophecy, no continuous sin.
It's not continuous sin.
You think about it. They thrive for a little bit, and then the Most High wipes that shit
It's
out.
spiritual because the Lord allowed us to have all the mindset as far as like the technology and all the different things as far as like having the cities being successful. We didn't have a military.
That's it.
You know, so the Lord, hey, he's cold with it, man.
I know the elders of Harvard brought it to me one time. We were talking about the cities that they black people had, so-called black people. They flooded, made rivers out of them and shit like that. Man.
I forgot what you call them, but basically Negro towns, they got flooded with lakes. Well, they had to relocate, and they drowned the towns out. It's almost like drowning that memory of a Jake, even,
Like they did in New Orleans for the gentrification.
Yeah.
For the Hurricane Katrina's.
Right. For the gentrification, man. All right, anybody had anything else? And with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Never honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness, and after the elect. Above. Shalom.
Shalom.